Hello everybody, JohnFulford here. Hope everybody is doing well. I know it's been a long time since I put up a video, but I've been working. So right now, as of November 7th, 2017, I want to give you the most requested and, in vogue, no pun intended, styles of music that these Hollywood knuckleheads are looking for. Now, as an aside, before I get started, almost every single musician, production music person I know, frankly, are lackadaisical right now. They're on vacations, they're going to conferences, and right now is a good time to catch them slipping. Okay, because they're taking their eye off the ball. I don't know if it's some sort of lunar alignment or whatever, but they're all just not focused. And a lot of you watch this and you're thinking, oh, is he thinking of me? Yeah, I probably am thinking of you. Unfocused, okay? Doing everything except, going in the studio and working on music, The Taxi Road Rally, people were there for 5 days at a time. That's just an example. The Road Rally is my favorite conference. Of course, I gotta say that every time I say anything but the Road Rally, lest someone cry and complain about it. Saying JohnFulford hates the Road Rally. It's my favorite conference by far, but some people go for 5 days at a time, and 3 days before and 5 days after, when they decompress or whatever, it's your opportunity to go in and snatch that work. And I've never seen it this bad in the 11 years since I've been living in Los Angeles, that there's so many production music people that are just throwing in the towel. I have been waking up at 4:30 a.m. to take advantage of the situation, quite frankly. Okay, 4:30 a.m. Yes, last week I was waking up at between 5 to 6 a.m. Today's Tuesday. As of Monday, I've been up at 4:30. This morning, up at 4:30. Hopefully tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday, Sunday, 4:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m. I'm taking advantage of the situation, and I hope you will as well. If you're one of these lackadaisical producers and you snap out of it, good. But many won't. They don't even realize that they're crawling through quicksand backwards. They don't even know. They're busy with other stuff, plotting, planning, pontificating, hem and hawing, and jawing. Yeah. Okay. So part of the video that you actually want to watch. The most requested genres right now by Hollywood, including me. If you have any of these genres, email me, musiclicensingpodcast@gmail.com. Genre number 1, foreign language anything, okay? If you have access to singers in foreign languages, meaning languages other than English, use them. You shouldn't be doing anything in English until you have a plethora of foreign language stuff. It doesn't even really matter what language, actually. I mean, the more popular ones are, Korean, Vietnamese, Russian, Spanish. Just think of the languages spoken by the most people in the world. Those are the ones that you wanna go to. Okay, the less popular languages are less popular in Hollywood, but still do them because there's always a need. Okay. The next genre is like pop, Nashville style crossovers. The bad thing about that is you have some really talented people doing those tracks, so the bar is set very high. It's about as high as trailer track bar is, so the mix has to be crisp, it has to be mastered to perfection, and the production, the writing, everything has to be top notch. The bar is much lower for foreign language music, okay? The bar is much lower if something's in a foreign language. If someone sent me something in a foreign language and it sounded good, I might buy it and then pay someone else to, mix it or master it, or just to get it up a few notches so it really hits that high benchmark. But if someone sent me like a pop country crossover soccer chant style chorus whoa track, it has to be pristine, radio ready, broadcast ready, from the jump, because the competition is so high because it's such an in-demand market. The next style that's in demand is anything opposite of what the usual style of the moment is. Just for instance, what's big right now in rap music? Okay, quote unquote mumble rap and the quote unquote Toronto sound, right? Those are both really big styles right now that everybody wants, okay? It's a foregone conclusion that that's what everybody wants because it's all over the radio. So what do? You flip the script and go backwards. 80s booty music, 90s Coolio style upbeat friendly rap. Okay? That's the opposite of what's going on now. Right? Or like Tribe Called Quest style, I don't like using this word, but conscious rap. That's the opposite of what the prevailing, mainstream rap music on the radio is right now, right? The next genre is classic style rock and roll. 4-piece band, loud guitars, kind of like White Stripes style, like analog style, if you will, production. Hope that's a sync that just came through. You know, no digital elements, maybe it's 2 or 3. No, or 4. Synthesizing, and that's real. I didn't cut that. 5. 6? Somebody must want something. I'll wait. Okay. Like White Stripes, bluesy, rock style, no hint of synthesizers, of electronic elements, right? Balls to the wall, rock and roll. That works well for a number of things. Source cues, jukebox music in the show, sports now, that's very high in demand for sports, you know, like NASCAR and football and everything like that. It's a little bit harder to make because you really need a studio with a live drummer and like amplifiers. You could try to fake it till you make it with synthesis, but you know, if you have the setup, it's just easy to get 4 people in a room and perform, right? And perform. One last genre, jazz. Jazz. If you could do jazz, you should be doing jazz right now. If you're doing jazz, you shouldn't be doing any other genre until you have a plethora of jazz music, okay? Real instruments, saxophones. Like if you play sax right now, you should be laying sax on everything. Some quiet, chilled out, jazzy cues, some frantic. You know, one guy showed me a frantic jazz cue. I was like, I don't know where that will go. He's like, oh, I already placed it in like a Honda commercial. I was like, oh, cool. Like I wouldn't have thought that, but you know, Honda used it for a commercial. Okay, so anything with like, see, real instruments right now, I don't want to say it's better than electronic because that's not the case at all. Let me just say, if you play a real instrument right now, especially one that's very hard to be sampled and faked, you know, like if you're playing, if you know how to play organ for real, then I mean, they have organ plugins that sound really good, right? But if you play a nice saxophone, that's a lot harder to synthesize, you know, with a VST or something. You should be playing that on all of your stuff, okay? Also, any kind of traditional Korean music. I don't know too much about traditional Korean music, but with the Olympics coming up, a lot of people need traditional Korean music. Traditional Korean instruments, traditional Korean sounds, traditional Korean arrangements. Now, do you have any of this stuff? Do you have any of this music that I've mentioned? If you do, email me, musiclicensingpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. Keep writing, and I'll see you next time.